With the MLB season fast approaching, these are my personal top 10 right fielder rankings heading into the 2024 season, so let's get right into it. Wasting no time and kicking it off at number 10 is Washington National breakout Lane Thomas, who is coming off a monster 2023 season. Thomas caught fire for 101 runs, 28 homers, 20 stolen bases, and a .268 average last year. While his final numbers were unbelievable, it's important to note that he outperformed many of his underlying metrics and his game fell off in the second half. I still think that he's a really solid player, which is why he cracked my top 10, but I think we see him take a small step back in 2024, albeit a good one still. Moving on to the 9th spot now, I have newly acquired Los Angeles Dodger Teoscar Hernandez. Teo has been around for a while now, and you know what you're going to get from him, which is a solid power and batting average that typically won't hurt you. He's nothing flashy at this point in his career, but with the protection and supporting cast around him now, I can see him having a monster season. If he puts up something around 30 plus homers and 100 plus RBIs with a .260 plus average, I honestly would not be surprised at all. Now we head to the 8th position, and here I have Chicago Cubs Seiya Suzuki, who bounced back in the second half of last year after struggling during the first. Suzuki possesses solid power, speed, and contact ability that now has made him a pretty complete hitter if he can continue to keep the strikeouts to a minimum. Yet again, Suzuki will be one of the Cubs' major factors that determine whether or not they make the playoffs this upcoming season. I'm expecting around 25 homers and an average hovering around .275 for him in 2024. Coming in the 7th spot is George Springer of the Toronto Blue Jays, who finally stayed healthy this previous season but still took a step back in terms of production. He finished the season with 21 homers, 20 steals, and a .258 average, which is obviously above average, but it's not up to the standards that the Jays are looking for from Springer. While he's still a good defender, it's likely that part of his game begins to decline, although I still believe that Springer should put together another solid season that was similar to last year's. Now we go to the number 6 spot, and at this spot, I gotta go with recent World Series champion Adolis Garcia, who is one of the best power bats in the entire league, which is evident by the 39 homers he crushed last season. A major contributor to a loaded lineup, Garcia is intimidating in the batter's box as he has the potential to hit over 40 bombs in 2024 with an average that remains in the steady range of .250. Entering his age 31 season this year, I would bet we see another similar season from Garcia yet again. Moving into the top 5 now, and at number 5, we move to the San Diego Padres, where I have Fernando Tatis Jr. in this position. I think this ranking goes to show how deep the right field position really is, as Tatis is a well-known superstar with both elite power and speed, and you can honestly argue that he should be even higher on this list. To me though, Tatis just didn't look like his usual self last year, so I would have to see a bounce back this season before ranking him any higher. Regardless, he still has some insane 40-40 potential this year. Corbin Carroll joins the list at the 4th spot now, and he was one of many major breakouts in 2023 that has entered superstar status both with his bat and in the field. Carroll is about as five-tool as it gets due to his major power-speed combo that has helped him become a household name and the cornerstone of the Arizona franchise. Last season saw him hit 25 homers with 54 stolen bases, and the scariest part is that I think he's only going to get better. Expect Carroll to move up these right field rankings by the end of the campaign. Heading into the top 3 now and earning the bronze medal in these rankings is Kyle Tucker of the always competitive Houston Astros. I firmly believe that Kyle Tucker is still the most underrated hitter in all of baseball, and he literally just does everything. He's one of the best fielders at his position, he hits for above average power, steals bases, hits for average, and has a really solid walk rate. Add in the fact that his monthly numbers are almost always consistent, and you have one of the best players in the entire game. Tucker is easily in my top 3 for these reasons. Coming in at 2nd is a massive offseason acquisition, Juan Soto of the star-studded New York Yankees. Soto is obviously one of the top-tier hitters in today's game with an eye that is basically second to none. Similar to Kyle Tucker, Soto is really a complete hitter, but I think his upside is what separates him apart, especially with the move to the Yankees. With Aaron Judge adding that much-needed protection for him, I truly believe that we will be witnessing a career year from Soto as he revamps a lineup that largely struggled just last year. And finally, at number 1 is none other than Ronald Acuna Jr. of the absolutely loaded Atlanta Braves. In my opinion, Acuna is Major League Baseball's top hitter in the game, which can be backed up by pretty much any metric from last season. The power and speed is undeniable, but this is also a guy that can hit over 300 as well. He's just so much fun to watch, but he's also just simply productive as long as he's healthy. I expect Acuna to be the National League MVP in 2024, even if his numbers don't match his incredible 2023 season. And with that being said, that wraps up my personal top 10 right fielder rankings heading into the 2024 season. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Yet again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.